Hi everybody, I am Anjindra. You might also know me as Aliera of Wayrest. Way back in the day, I beta tested for Bethesda underneath my dad, Akatosh. So we are back in Arena, which is where it all started for me anyways, and we are attempting to find a Minotaur. The only thing I know is he's to the west, and I have until I think the 22nd to find him, so we're doing it. We're doing it up. There's the entrance. I'm hoping this is it. I was trying to jump onto the platforms, but I'm not quite coordinated enough. They have all of these trapdoors, and I haven't figured out how to use them, which is frustrating. They look like they should be interactive. This has got to be, like, the way. Right? Alright, you know what? Maybe I'm bouncing off the ceiling. That is a distinct possibility. So let's find where we can jump. And we'll start from there. The ceiling's here too. How am I gonna get up onto the platform then? Oh, do I get kisses? Thank you, Mimi. No! Friend. You don't even carry any treasure. Troglodytes are the worst. Oh, he has a buckler this time. That's exciting. Gosh. Let's see here. Oh, I'm way over here. Okay, well, let's find out then. Let's find out what's over here. The heck with the floating platforms. Let's keep our feet on the ground. Let's go exploring. There's a Minotaur in here somewhere. Oh dear. Okay, well, you know what? I don't know where that's coming from. How'd you get behind me? You can't swim. I mean, maybe they can. Goblin has nothing. Goblin has nothing. My health is getting a little bit low. I should probably save. DOS games are not forgiving, so save often. Looking for the Minnow. How do you spell it again? I always think it's Minotaur. It's a bad thing about learning to spell these things when you're young. You should make it up then. Years later, still a little unsure how to spell Minotaur. Fairly sure that's right. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got Swedish twins here. Whatever it is that they are. They have some sort of emblem, so I assume so. Not going down, huh, buddy? Not going down for nothing.
With you died our last.
Okay, well that's tragic if you have an entire population of people in your kingdom and I am your last hope. After a while, I just started talking smack to these guys. Like, if you don't want to know, that's your problem. Those trapdoors have got to do something, right? I mean, you're feeling me on this. You don't just have trapdoors. That's just, it's a wrong thing to do to people. Alright, so I'm back around. Ooh, that looks like something up there, so let's go that ways. We'll head north again. Got pillars. This is looking promising. This looks labyrinthy, right? Ooh. Ooh, what are you? Oh, you're a troglodyte. Well, we don't need you. That guy. The heck with that guy. Alright. Or a lizard man. I suppose technically they're called lizard men. I think I should jump this. It looks like a long drop. I mean, I suppose I could corner it, but let's see. What are the odds I'm gonna fall in here? I feel good about this. I'm feeling lucky, so... Oh, yay. Okay, well, that worked. We have a pile of treasure. That's always exciting. Look at all those trapdoors. How can it be that that is not even like a thing? Do I have a round shield already? I think I have a castle shield, but I can always check. Always equip up. Oh, I have a buckler. We're in business now. Where's my plate pauldron? Buckler, plate helm. Round shield. Ooh, it's even cute. I like it. It's got a nice little emblem. I'm feeling good about this. Let's see if we can use this. Oh no, it's not gonna let me do that. What about pick up? Pick up. Select target for pilfering. Oh, that's not gonna help me. You just walk up on me? You know what, buddy? You better go down. I just got some good treasure. If you lose me my shield, we're gonna have words. Found 7 gold pieces, among other things. Hello, loot. Alright. Still looking for the Minotaur. I am up in cash, so that's good. Slaying things and taking their stuff is apparently a very quick way to make money. Keep that in mind. Life lessons, people. Slay things and take their stuff. Rules of the dungeon crawl. If your name's not on it, it's mine. It's kind of like the refrigerator at the office. Unless it's coffee creamer. That's just not my fault. Alright, let's see here. So... Oh wow, okay, I just like stopped dead. I went into the pit! I did not. You were there, friend. You saw. Looking for the Minotaur. Did I already loot you? Please tell me I looted you first. And then saved. I did. Okay. The Nightblade. I feel better because he has a cool name. So, that's good. They were thoughtful. Priorities, people. Priorities. Okay. What keeps hitting me? I cleaned house here. You got creatures just leaping across the pit? Looking for a harmless adventurer to attack? Is that what we have? That's what we're down to in this world. Something has gone wrong. We'd better go find an emperor. That's all I have to say about that. The rightful emperor would never have let that happen. Eat steel, goblin scum. I need a proper battle cry. Oh, those jumps. That was a close one. For no reason. Who puts a precipice in the middle of nowhere, huh? What is wrong with you people? And another one. What is that? Dungeoneering 101. We do not taunt. No. Is that acceptable behavior? Alright, rando cul-de-sac. Down. Going around the long way. That is a lot of blood. It's impressive. Wait, hold on. Oh, I thought I could do something with that. Well, how about I hit it? Let's try that. I feel good about this plan. I can hit a lot of things with my sword and make them work. You'd be amazed. Oh! He got a free shot in. Did you see that? The stealth. It's outstanding. I'll name you fallen enemy. Your name is Grimswald. Oh, well that's exciting. The gods were pleased. What do we need here? Luck, speed, agility, intelligence. Is that willpower or wisdom? Let's make ourselves a little stronger here. Hopefully up some hit points. I like to throw a lot into endurance at the beginning. I feel like as a rogue, you start out kind of lacking. I don't know if you've ever taken gymnastics or anything like that. I think they vastly underestimate the skills of the rogue. So, but it is my favorite class. I've never met a door that I didn't want to open, so I learned early on, you know, lockpicks are our friend and all of that. Tumblers not so much. Wow, we really do have a labyrinth going on here. Oh no. Okay, well, potion. If I survive this, I'm drinking a potion. Lady Luck is not kind. I swear. Alright. Still in the stinking dungeon. Luck is not being a lady to me. That's all I have to say about that. We might as well chug one. Let's chug a potion. Alright. See if we can't get, you know, Tamora to smile on us here. Oh, actually, it wouldn't be Timora in this. I have to look it up. I do have an encyclopedia coming. I come stacked. If I'm running out of stories about background on Arena, I'll stock back up. I am not afraid. I will explore Tamriel to its fullest. So, I'm kind of out of my stock and trade here. I mean, there wasn't so much going on that I can sit here and go on and on about Bandit and how he was the funny one and how Scorpio is the team leader. I've pretty much covered it all, so at least insofar as I know. I was, barely a mascot, so. Interestingly enough, they named me Aliera Theme, which some people thought was Muslim. It is actually an Americanization, so that was quite the trip. My married name, of course, after I ran away. Ran off with my half-elven, half-dark elven lover. Decided to deal arms for a living. Sure, my father was pleased. The king of Wayrest. What is this? What have we here? This looks like an Ultima. You know when you wander around in the dungeons in Ultima and all of a sudden you stumble across a house or something in the middle of them. And you just know there's loot. Like there's loot somewhere in here. Oh yeah, piles of it. I like to leave my loot in piles, you know, as you can tell. I occasionally don't clean my house specifically so that my loot can be in piles, you know, as is proper for a gamer girl. I occasionally have to explain things like this to people. I also LARP. I have no shame. I love my subculture. Go down! You're wearing leather. No one is impressed by you. What are you? You Nightblade as well? Ooh, a war axe. This item will encumber me. Is this the same level of experience that I gained before? Because I feel like we're doing the repeater here. Done. This item will encumber me. I want the war axe though. That makes me sad. Think of all the things I could do with a war axe. I am. Alright. Save again. Like I said, it was the one drawback to DOS. And you know, to be fair, like we started out with diskettes, so it's not like this was an oddity or anything. Did they just have these things in the floor? Just to taunt me. Like there might be a Minotaur down there, but you'll never find it because you don't know which key to hit. It was the one drawback to working with programmers, is they do kind of have that sense of humor where that would be funny to them. Or I knew early on, they were sadists designing this. People who went for days living on nothing but coffee and Cheetos. Programming binges that lasted all night. Falling asleep at the office, waking up with post-its attached to their heads. These are not all jokes when you see them in the movies. Some of these things did happen. They called them their babies for a reason. It was similar to having a child. Maybe if I back up I can hit you. There you go. Take that. Oh, you run in pairs. Oh, you like girls. That's cute. That's nice. There's always two goblins. Is there another room? Did I go from room to room? Alright, well. Oh, dude. I'm in an underground encampment. Take it! Yeah, buddy. I'm getting fired up. This item will encumber me. Oh, I'm full up is the problem. Well, let's try the dagger. No, it's right out. Okay, so. Wow, am I already done looting? That makes me sad. I'll have to find the nearest armor or whatever. I suppose since I killed something I should save. It's not like you can clean out these dungeons. They do have spawn points, which I really don't understand. I've never understood the purpose of a spawn point. I mean, grinding is fun and all, but like, I'm a true-to-life D&Der. I actually, you know, it was frustrating to me that Warcraft wants you so badly to be part of a party because I do have a very methodical way of going about it. So I was a hunter, which was a very nice alternative because I could, you know, go around with my pet and so on. And that was all well and good. Like I said, I was surprised. And then, of course, I ran into the newer generation and they would like want to, you know, if they thought you were cool or something, they would want to give you gold. and so on. And I was just like, I grew up on pencil and paper D&D. This is kind of a foreign concept to me. I can't imagine, like, even in real life or in anything that I had run into, you would never just give somebody money, you know? Just because you thought they were cool. Like, that was different for me. And then they would try to speedrun you through dungeons and so on so that you could level up quickly. And I'm like, no, I'm this level to do all these level dungeons. So I did eventually wind up, no longer playing World of Warcraft for that reason. So it's a bit frustrating. All these whippersnappers running around. They're all in Fortnite now, which is the running joke. So we're all kind of moving at our own pace and so on. It's not that I don't get the online culture, I do, and we of course always want people to enjoy the games, like that's why they're made, like absolutely, to be enjoyed. Everyone has their own way of playing them, and it's awesome that people socialize and that they get together and they have, this fantasy world, and it expands, their options as far as creativity goes, as far as working in groups remotely. That's all stuff that, like you get out of that, and that's awesome. Anything that makes that culture valuable to society, where we're going to continue to develop this sort of thing and have it be innovative. Like America's one of the best as far as gaming goes, because we are so into that virtual reality experience that even though we're not overpopulated, we have a significant portion of our population that's so introverted that it kind of wouldn't matter. We're fascinated with so many Japanese concepts like small spaces and decorating them. Like I have furniture and whatnot and more incoming that I buy so that my cats can go up the walls, so that it, gives them more of a feeling of space and so on. Because like I said, I am very introverted, so there is that sort of thing. It looks like a Minotaur lives here. We'll keep exploring. I'm amazed it's lit, so die in a fire! Avast, foul villain! Taste my fury! I used to be better at swearing when I was younger. I see an orc. Well, it's, that's what's left of an orc there, Pop-Tart. Let's give me my dues here. Kicking butt. Now that I have armor, I was running around in, like, my trousers and that's it. We have some decent monsters so far. It's pretty good. They were definitely exploring the open world style, so that definitely happened. Decent monsters, like I said. Ooh, and we have a passage downward. What lies underneath? The walls whisper secrets. Back in the water. Can always take that through. That was a cool concept that they had, where you had these underground waterways that you could swim, rather than so much in the way of secret passages and so on, where if you wanted a shortcut, you could just hop in the river and go for a dip. Never shy on a bath, not in arena. I'm trying to recall if they did have secret passages or not. I don't believe so. So, not really clicking around. It's, it's something that's big and different. Like, Lands of Lore is an excellent dungeon crawler. This isn't exactly a dungeon crawler. It is much more open world. Lands of Lore was an incredible dungeon crawler. The entire world was set up that way. It was by Westwood Studios, and they actually got Patrick Stewart to voice as King Richard. So that was awesome. And they had the traditional dungeon crawler layout. It didn't try to be anything that it wasn't. And am I able to back him up? Yeah. Back off, buddy. Oh, fall right back in. It didn't try to be anything that it wasn't. The whole world was set up that way. They had improved the graphics to the point where it didn't feel contrived. So, while you had that very specific, where the walls were made up of, trees or buildings and so on, it definitely felt like you were outside when you were outside. Not in this manner, but, that there were indicators that you were outside. Awesome insofar as including adventuring elements that were common in adventure games at that time, like bowls and trees, where if you turned and you looked at the wall, you could reach into the bowl and find something, or, you know, tree stumps, really cool dungeons, different monsters in them, and so on. And then you kind of marked out where you were in the world by the races that lived there. So really great game, 2 thumbs up. I played through, I think, about a third of it. I dropped it into a playlist. The sun went down while I was playing. I've had comments. I did get a comment recently on my lighting, so I've been trying to pay a little bit more attention. It happened to me during Star Control too. Star Control is such an awesome game, and I did like a 20-minute, you know, overview of it. And I went back and I looked, and I hadn't popped on a light, and I was just like, you know, whoops. Because it was mildly hilarious. I just marked it that I was a shadowy overlord and called it a day. Because it's a retro game. It's not like, you know, I would have such an animated portion of it that you would need to interact with, you know, your YouTuber in order to, like, get what's going on. You just spawned. Everybody saw that. Nobody wants to know, okay? Oh, right. And your friend. It's nice that they have friends. That's a good thing. But, yeah, so I was like, whoops. But I did get a comment recently because we had, oh gosh, it like sleeted, it rained, it snowed, and the sun doesn't come up around here when you do that, especially this time of year. We do live in a, currently anyways, we do live in an area where we get less sun in the winter. It's no St. Petersburg, you know, we don't have 24-hour days and 24-hour nights like they do that far up, and so on. But, you know, there's just so much less light. And it kind of doesn't register as you're going to work. Sometimes people at my work will forget to turn on the lights or so on, and then they'll realize, oh yeah, you know, everyone's here now, because you just don't turn them on when you walk in. We're used to ambient light. It's just this weird thing about living this far north. When it snows that much, you just feel more comfortable with less light. It just lets your body get used to the season, and you don't trip when you're, you know, driving and there's like sideways snow, you know. So that's actually pretty common, where you'll forget to turn on the lights and so on. So I had one of my fans kick me a reminder like, hey, we can see you, but you're in shadows. And I was like, oh yeah. And part of that was because it was so cold in here. If the wind kicks up, you know, when I film up here, it's second story. If the wind kicks up, like it's bad. There's not a lot you can do about it, because it is like, don't go in for the 9-foot ceilings, because it's hard to keep it warm. So I had my hoodie up and whatnot, and I kind of explained to them, you know, like, thank you for reminding me, and I'll pay more attention to daylight hours and that sort of thing. But it's like so normal to, you know, like when it's this cold, I feel silly with my hoodie up or just a hat on, you know, especially if I've taken a shower, my hair takes forever to dry. And so I'll wear a hat, you know, because it's cold as, oh my God, I almost died. That was like a near thing. Did you see that? Oh my God. Okay, I feel good about this. Like we're gonna do it. We're gonna jump it. But to have, you know, especially when it's like, I have this lovely fleece hoodie and it's wonderful and it's my world. It's awesome. But a fireball, really? The literal best spell for 3rd level mages. Like, there are none that are better. There just aren't. So, short sword. I'm full up. That's unfortunate too, because I really would like to find the Minotaur. But, especially with the hoodie up, I just feel so silly with all the lights on and then my black hoodie up. It's like, what is that? Oh, and it's a kite shield. That makes me sad. You make me sad, friend. I could use a kite shield. Maybe I can drop some stuff. Let's drop... Ooh, I have plate greaves. I should put those on. I have like 8,000 leather greaves. Let's drop some of these. Yes, drop the leather greaves. The leather cuirass. I have like 8 leather cuirass. I got a chain pauldron. I got a plate pauldron. Leather gauntlets. Leather gauntlets. Plate helm. Buckler. We'll drop a buckler. See if we can get some help there. With my kite shield. I would like to be able to pick that up. Short sword. Broadsword. How's my let's try a saber. Oh no, you know what? I do like the long sword. Katana. Feel good about that. Mark ring. What's a mark? Can I put that on? I'm just like whipping stuff out here. Oh, I'm down to 1 potion of healing. That's no good. What kind of shields do I have? All those. Okay. I guess like I could ditch my bucklers. I mean, they're easy to pick up, but if I can get a better shield, that would be awesome. I try not to take too long on this. It was one of my running, or one of the running jokes, not just mine, but one of the running jokes in Mass Effect was, that, oh, that's my stuff. It's like, where did that come from? That, you know, you had to dress up your little characters and everything like that, and, what a pain in the butt it was, you know, that you had the different ammo and so on and so on and so on. There we go. Now I have a proper shield. I feel good, like this is happening now. I remind myself way back in the day. Save after everything. You do not want to have to re-equip. Just piles of treasure just laying around. Making you feel good, making you feel rewarded. Round shield, this item will encumber you. I feel like this is unnecessary because I found... What is your problem? You don't just walk up and jump out at people like that. Where are your manners? Were you raised in a dungeon? Get testy with these orcs and whatnot. Non-humanoids bother me. Isn't that right, Rat? Yeah. Last time you'll ever talk. What do we have over here? It's just kind of enclosed, huh? I know there's a door there. So, oh, just get up in my face. That's right. You go tell your rat friends. Scare them off. I don't actually think that's an option to scare off monster. Should have reputation. They won't approach you if you're past a certain, you know. Item will encumber you. I already have a plate helm, so. I don't suppose I need to ditch any loot or whatnot. I love that you can carry like 8 kajillion gold coins and it doesn't encumber you. Maybe it does, maybe I'm wrong. Gold is quite heavy. And my grandfather was from England, so he had like this thing where he, the currency system just must have fell off and not so much, you know, he invested in stocks and so on, but he didn't like to play the market, so he kept a lot of his money in gold. He was a doctor, so it was hilarious because he had a safe with gold bars in it, so we just thought we were the coolest growing up. He kept it in his billiards room. Never told us the combination. Can't imagine why. You have no idea, as a dungeoneer, though, how badly I wanted to run off with at least 1 gold bar. You think that, you know, for a birthday or something. If I had gold bars and I knew a dungeoneer, you better believe that they would get one for their birthday. Just for the look on their face. Made me sad. Life is difficult. I think we can all agree this. How are you gonna have 8,000 gold bars and not share? Oh, the door noise. I'll get over it. I will eventually get over that. It's just such a blast from the past for me. It's hilarious. That's it? I've come all this way and you offer me 2 braziers. I've traveled far and I've miles and miles to go before I rest. Alright, where do you think the next tunnel down is? We're kind of, it's anybody's guess now. I'm gonna guess south, which means that it's to the north. Just so that you know how these things work. My father used to joke around that he would help out our local hockey team by going to the bathroom so that he could miss a goal. It was like 1 in 5. It wasn't bad. Good timing. Oh, there's one. Okay. What lies behind yield door? What perils await? Scan for monsters. I'm probably making you seasick with the way I run the camera. I try to be circumspect, but I'm so used to maneuvering, you know, in this large of a world that I just kind of blitz. Every once in a while I'll get a complaint when somebody's playing with me. Like, oh my god, you just swivel too fast. They never used to give me the camcorder during family vacations. They did one time and that was it. They're like, they got the speed tour. I don't have ADD. What I have is an addiction to sugar and coffee. I might have ADD. I was never tested. But I'm an unfortunately curious person, so I have a tendency to move fast. When you have brothers and you're curious, trust me, you move your butt. How did you even... I have, like, plate on. They have their pointy, nasty little teeth that no one ever brushes. What game was it? I think it was also Land's Lore that you could actually get poisoned by the rat people in their claws. That was an interesting premise. Alright, we're going for a swim. Let's see. Wait, you know what? Is there something? There is something. Let's go this way. There's something this way. I'm all nice and clean now, so that's nice. Took my hourly bath right into the drink there. Not much going on here. It's dead in here anyway. Let's go for a swim. Uh-oh. This looks unfortunate. And I'm heading south. I definitely wanted to head north, I think. Oh well. I go where the world takes me. There were noises this way. I got curious. Where are we on the map? We're trucking along. There's gonna be a door in here somewhere. Maybe we should camp. I'm in a nice cul-de-sac. I don't think I'm burning through torches. I'm fairly sure they didn't use those. This is different from Ultima Underworld. I think Ultima Underworld 1, even they had them. Let's just camp up until there's gonna be a monster that wakes me up. Let's be real here. That's what I thought. Oh, he is like right there. Okay, well, you know what? We can go. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on, Nightblade. I'm not afraid of you. 37 gold pieces. That's my lucky number. I know, but it's a warhammer. So I need to at least look at it. If you find loot to a certain level, you know, you consider it. Consider it. Where am I heading now? What was that, south? Oh. Can you consult a map while in the water? All these things and more, I wonder. Apparently so. Oh, my endurance is down. You know, I just rested. You'd think I'd have a little more. Like I said, one of the things that my brothers brought up especially, but Will mentioned, was the pacing of the game. You know, they really just eventually spaced it out slightly better, that, you know, you just stood a fighting chance of not dying 82 times every session, from endurance, from hit points, and that sort of thing. Now, obviously, when you get out of the dungeon, it's anybody's guess, and it's kind of supposed to be that way. But you didn't have a dungeon master, I think, was the ultimate thing that kind of had to shift around there in order to get the gears working properly. You didn't have this dungeon master who would adapt the map to you and make it, you know, so that it worked. So you had to have a little bit more in the way of leniency as far as AD&D rules went. You know, obviously this isn't strict AD&D rules. But as far as those rules went, you know, where such and such and so, and that's how you got by. That, you know, you didn't just die and keep going and die and keep going and so on. So. Oh, hello. Am I even hitting you? Because I feel like I'm not. Alright. We've got Morley and Morley there. Huh. 2 doors. Let's head south. I'm a big fan of south. We're heading straight towards the edge of the dungeons. They were remarkably square, so there was that. I think this is unexplored. I just want to stick my head out there. Ooh, I thought at first that was the Minotaur noise. It turns out it's just monsters, which is slightly disappointing, but you know, life is not here to amuse me, so. In, King's Quest VI came out at about the same time as Daggerfall. think we're on to Daggerfall at that point. And in their labyrinth, you could hear the Minotaurs. So I kind of naturally associate the two. That's when I was running around with Princess Cosima, whose dad was, you know, VP of CBS and all that. So we would just constantly talk about the game and so on. There were the different forums. So, and like I said, everyone was kind of getting adapted to this online world where, you know, oh, I'm gonna die. Where, you had these silly little threads and these silly little ways that it worked, and everyone was trying to figure out what was cool and what was safe and what was, you know, so on. So we got our awkward phase out of the way with each other. She used to stalk Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I think that was his name. I was more into this hardcore nerd stuff, so everybody's got their thing. So, I wonder if I can rest. Like I said, we all know something's gonna wake me up. There's enemies nearby. Let's save. Oh dear, oh, the footsteps. But yeah, so I always associate the Minotaur noise with a real actual Minotaur, and there's not one. That makes me sad. Because you could actually kind of hone in on it in the King's Quest Labyrinth by listening, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it is not like that. I'm used to having a little bit more, like I said, with the open world that kind of threw me at the time. Because I am used to having a little bit more in the way of a compass. You know, that they let you know, oh, you know, there's something or other on the floor that directs you this way or that way. And that is not present in these games. That was different. And they did eventually, you know, realize that they kind of started flat out telling people, you know, and then especially in Morrowind where you could purchase a house and so on, that it's meant to be this way, that it's meant to be that you are actually exploring, and, you know, that they adapted, like I said, to where they had some more guidance in the way of, not so much necessarily that they adapted alongside some stuff like World of Warcraft, but, you know, that they adapted insofar as, wow, that is a big pit. Where you didn't have a DM, and so there were less in the way of waypoints and a little bit more in the way of differentiation between the different lands and so on, and lore was the big guide map, the big compass rose for you, you know, that's, if you really knew Tamriel, then you wouldn't get lost because you would participate in the story. That would just be the way that you found your way around and so on. I kind of want to jump in there. Does anyone else want to jump in there? I feel like I shouldn't, but it's so tempting. Why do you trouble me? Trouble, 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 trouble. Ha. Taken down by a lowly rogue. Jump in. Feeling masochistic. I've yet to find this bloody minotaur or a way down. Maybe this is the way down. That's all I'm saying. It appears not to be. I am now in a pit. That's unfortunate. I didn't see this coming in my day. Alright. Let's see which way is out. What's over here? I'll just hop out here and see what happens. Can I jump? Oh, I can. Okay. Well, that's cool. Just rando jump in a pit, see what happens. Is an option. Not even particularly painful one. I hear rats. Are there rats down there? Like, nobody saw that coming, including me. Alright, well, I will cut you guys loose and see if I can't shake loose this minute. What is this? Oh, that's the way in. It's like, Are you kidding me? That doesn't look like... Oh yeah, no, I explored down this ways. Did I? Did I find that? Or was that already there? This is terrible. I'll have to look through the video, but gosh, I'm almost all the way through this level and I'm not seeing anything, so that would be unfortunate if there were no Minotaur. Let's head east. We'll head east for one more minute and I'll let y'all go. So, why do you bother me when I'm on a mission? I'm on a mission from a holy woman who died. You have no right to bar my passage. What do you think you are? I do indignation well. I'm practiced. Oh, and he was also a rogue. No friends in this neck of the woods. What is that even? Yeah. We'll just check out this area then. I like that when you... The one thing I did like is when you put it towards the top, I felt it was intuitive that you started running. That's actually pretty normal, you know, that you would... Like, it's an extension where you do start to run. What is this ways? Show me the money! Ooh, I hear monsters. Something wicked this way comes. I can quote D&D books all day long. Or, well, technically that's an urban legend, but, you know, whatevs. The only area left is to the north. If there is no Minotaur here, then there is no Minotaur here. 8,000 dungeons later, I'll find the Minotaur, and then I'll probably have to reload back to prior to looting literally everything in sight. And, plate helm. Not necessary. And then, because I think I have until, what, the 22nd to find him? Was it? It was in one of the earlier videos. The nice thing about filming these is that I can go back and check. So... I do like to be thorough, you know, it's the one room you don't check that's the important one, so, you know, in for a penny and all that. And I'm back, you know what? I'm back at the beginning. Shoot. Okay, well, I'll do the border by myself. But thank you for watching. Drop us a like and subscribe. I'm Queen Aliera. Come along for the ride. I'm going to brush up a little bit of my lore because I'm running low on stories of gamer culture at the time. So just anything that, you know, people might find interesting. Obviously, I can go on at length about the internet and all of that, but I found that, you know, for all of my videos, I do that as education. So I wanted to really connect with the world of Tamriel and the people who love living there. So if that's you, stay tuned. Drop me anything that you know as far as Easter eggs or anything like that so I can share it with the community. And we are building one. So thank you for watching, as always. Much love. Punch that subscribe button. Become a part of this. Thanks for watching.